Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Shia LaBeouf, from TarverAcademy.com. We're about to work this problem, so if you could, see if you can find which of the following is the solution to this inequality. 3 parentheses x, blah, 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 blah. You can read. You don't need me. Okay, so give it your best shot, pause it, and then resume. We'll see if you got it right. Ready? Do it! Do it! Okay, welcome back. All right, so let's solve this problem. Personally, I love solving problems like this because it's like a puzzle you get to put together. Like stuff where it's like, remember the zero product property and please apply it to, those are dumb. I don't like those. I don't like theorems, I don't like proofs. I'll do them because I have to, but I like problems where you figure stuff out. So I'm gonna rewrite the entire problem because I like to do that and I'm in charge of what's happening right now, so I'm going to do it. All right? So what we essentially want to do is we're going to find what n is greater than or less than and equal to a version of 2, apparently. Okay, so all we do is solve it. First step, we got to distribute. Okay, so distribute the 3 in there and there. So 3 times 5 is 15, plus 3 times 2 is 6. Don't forget our n. I hate it when they use stuff besides x. Don't change the sign. Remember, the only time we flip the sign is when we multiply or divide by a negative. Fun fact. Okay. And then I'm bringing this down because I didn't do anything to this, okay? What I always recommend to people is whenever you start this part, because what we're going to do now is we're going to get the regular numbers on one of the sides and we're going to get the stuff with a variable on the other side, okay? So that's what we do. We're like trading teams right here. You can't see my other hand. Whip. Okay, so I always recommend, just because that way you don't have to worry about flipping a sign, push the number that has a variable that is smaller to the other side. So 6n is smaller than 10n, so I'm going to push it over here. That means I'm going to push my numbers over here. So subtracting 6n from both sides, and then I can go ahead and use my number thing. I think you guys are all pretty advanced, so we're going to move the number over here. So to get rid of a positive 7, I subtract 7. Okay, so now we're just going to do all this stuff. So don't forget your sign. A lot of kids will forget that sign. Leave it there. It doesn't flip unless you multiply or divide a negative, which we did no multiplication or division here so far, so we're good. Okay, so 15 minus 7 is 8. Positive 6n minus 6n is 0, so that's gone. So it's just 8. And then 7 minus 7 is 0. And then 10n minus 6n is positive 4n. Okay, now we're not done because the n isn't by itself. So we got to divide by 4 on both sides, because 4 times 4 is 1, which 1 times n is just n. No, that we divided, but it's not a negative, so we don't flip the sign. It's very important you stay organized. You should have 3 columns. You got your left side, your right side, and then your sign. So please stay organized on here. It's imperative. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay? So first off, we know we can X out this and this as potential answers. Okay? It's all about elimination. When you're doing multiple choice tests, it's all about marking out your stuff. Okay? Now, here's where you're like, oh, well, Tyler. Oh, Tyler, I'm so scared. My n's are on the left in my possible answers, and my n is on the right down here. Not a big deal, bro. Okay? The way I taught you in that previous video we did, look at where the pointy is. The pointy is at the end, okay? Right here, that's an open mouth alligator right there at the end. Here, it's pointing to the end. All right, and then when the positive 2 is there, so we're good. Okay, if I wanted to switch just to make sure I got myself right, put in there, then I'm going to have to switch the sign because, well, I just flipped my whole problem, didn't I? And then 2 is over here. Looks just like this mug. Okay? Cool, cool. Thanks for joining me. If you could, please subscribe. Seriously, that helps so much. Subscribing and telling people about this channel, that helps tremendously. TarverAcademy.com. Check us out on Instagram. And check out my personal account on Instagram. That's cool, too. Whatever. Peace. Bye. Hey, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog. I want to let you know that if you click that little circle to subscribe, then we're going to send you $2 million in the mail. You just got to go to the bank and pay for it. Subscribe. I don't